afternoon, Pokesports, and welcome to another VGC Battle Stadium Series 1 video, bringing you a Rabsca team. Now, Rabsca is a Pokemon that a lot of people did request because it's one of the two Pokemon that get to the new move Revival Blessing. Now, a lot of people commented on the Palmot video saying that Revival Blessing paired next to Annihilate is incredibly good. So, here I have a Rabsca with Revival Blessing next to an Annihilate. So, what you could essentially do is Final Gambit, Trick Room, and then the turn after that Trick Room, go for the Revival Blessing to bring back your Annihilate for later in the game when you might need it. And I think that's actually a pretty niche thing to do. So I'm running the Rabsca with Bug and Psychic moves. Of course, we have, actually, no, I don't have a Psychic move. I actually have Earth Power, Bug Buzz, Revival Blessing, and Trick Room. So Trick Room setter on the team is this friend. We have the Final Gambit in order to help us out a little bit in getting that Trick Room set up because Rabsca is actually very tanky. So as long as I just take care of the Pokemon that give it a hard time, delete it from the game with the Annihilate, I can get that Trick Room up. With that Trick Room, I can use, King's Gambit for fun. I can use Tyranitar for fun. I can even use Among Us and put everything to sleep. If you guys also notice, I do have a lot of Tera water on this team simply because I don't have an actual dedicated water type. Also, Dondozo counter here, Skeledirge, grass type Skeledirge. If I have to go ahead and terrestrialize it, I'm running it with Throat Spray just so that every time I go for the Torch Song, I get a free +2 while also simultaneously doing damage. Running out unaware, running a lot of special defense here because that's where my lacking stat is with Skeledirge. So I have very high HP, very high special defense, and a little bit of special attack mixed in there just so these Throat Sprays can mean something in the end. There's not much else to say about King's Gambit, except this is one of the first times I'm using it here on the channel, and I'm super excited to try it out. Because I originally in my original playthrough of this game, I had a King's Gambit on the team, but competitively speaking, I haven't been able to fit it on the team, or at least I was just too lazy to go ahead and find some more Leader's Crests, so here we are with King's Gambit again. Super excited to try out this mon. It's incredible. You don't even need Trick Room for this mon to be good. But hopefully the star of the show is going to be Rabsca. I made sure it's my only Trick Room set on the team to force me to use it no matter what. But yeah, if you guys are excited to see this Pokemon here on the channel, go ahead and hit the like button down below and subscribe to Pokesports if you haven't done so already. With that said, let's go on to today's Rabsca video. Breluminati entering the battle. Okay. Breloom, Golden Go, Garchomp, Hydreigon, Murkrow, Arcanine stuff's cool. We've seen this team a billion times, so we know exactly what to expect from every single Pokemon here, which is good news and bad news. I think, honestly, for us, Annihilate is probably our best option, but if they really wanted to go with, like, Golden Go and a friend, they might find a way to crack through our Rabsca core, or our Rabsca Trick Room, but like I said, I just really need Annihilate here to just take care of one of the two Pokemon. The good news is there's no like, Sucker Punches or anything that's going to stop Annihilate from annihilating, so I'm going to go Rabsca, I'm going to go Annihilate. I think for our team, maybe Skeledirge is the best play. Maybe Skeledirge and King's Gambit. Yeah, probably Skeledirge, King's Gambit as our damage dealers, as our Trick Room abusers, as our way to crack through their core. I feel like Fire is going to be very good, especially if we're able to turn into a Grass type. That'll be even better. But you know what? We'll see. Like, the problem with this team is that it needs a Trick Room to function. If I don't get the Trick Room up, I can't function. There might be some Trick Room teams that are a lot slower than me that I can probably, get away with not Trick Rooming then. But other than that, like, I really need Trick Room else. It just won't work. All right. Looks like they're leading with the Murkrow, which can quash, which is a little annoying. Not going to lie. But, it's really nothing we can do about that specifically. I think Final Game, if they're quashing us, that means they're not taunting us. If they're not taunting us, that means we're okay. But again, they could taunt us. I think I'm just going to try to knock out the... I'm going to try to knock out the Garchomp here. And I'm going to attempt a Trick Room. Even though I don't think it's going to happen. They're actually... Oh, even better. Be my guest, dude. Whoa, that is so good. Going into the Breloom, I don't care. Fine, Annihilate. Get rid of this chump for me, friend. Bye. Now, the cool thing is I can just revive this Annihilate whenever I want. I'm going to hold it, though. Because I'm not convinced that Annihilate is the one I want to bring back. It all depends on how the team plays out, how the game happens, what happens in the game. So what I can do now is just go hard into Skeledirge. Really put pressure on my opponent. Could want to revive the Skeledirge later. I don't know. I'm going to hold it. Now I'm assuming a Murkrow comes back out. Or actually, why would they? I guess they would go into something a little bit slower. No, I guess Murkrow does come back out. All right, so I don't think they have Quash on Murkrow. At this point, they would have used it. So I'm just going to light the world on fire on my opponent's side of the field. Throw every single attack into Breloom. Ignore the Murkrow for as long as I can. And if they go for the Brave Bird, then hey, at least they break their own sash. I can decide what to do after that happens, you know? They could even go for a taunt, but I think the taunt is way too late. Yeah, we're in a great spot here. I can't even complain about where we are right now. Bug Buzz onto the Breloom. Gonna do so much damage to that Pokemon. Followed by the Torch Song, which then gets me to +2 for free. I just knocked out a Pokemon and clicked Nasty Plot at the same time. That is hilarious. Thanks, Skeledirge. Really good for us. What is the Murkrow gonna do? I'm assuming it's just either a foul play. Yeah, it's a foul play. Thankfully, it's on a Rabsca, and Rabsca doesn't have a lot of attack. Okay, Rabsca. Pretty good position you're in. Not gonna lie. Into Golden Go they go. Oh yeah, here's the Song of Torch. Enjoy. Also, I could go for Earth Power here just to like really put them behind, but I think I'm just gonna take this opportunity to go for the Rival Blessing onto my Annihilate just for when the Trick Room runs out. Since they showed me Golden Go here, I know that I can go into Annihilate, outspeed the Golden Go later, and then depending on what it terrestrializes to, can go for a Rage Fist or just go for a Close Combat. Yeah, let's select Annihilate. Annihilate was brought back to life. Cool. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to attack through at the Protect. Does give Murkrow another opportunity to smack me in the face, but again, not going to do that much damage because Murkrow is Murkrow. Torch Song into Golden Go. Earth Power into Golden Go. Throwing everything I have into Golden Go. I only have so many turns at the Trick Room. I think my opponent has to rely on like maybe a double Protect here in order to even have a chance. Battle was canceled. Yeah, Rabsca. I like that. I like that a lot. Rabsca is pretty impressive so far, but hey, it's just the first battle of the video. Let's see how convincing it can get later on, though. Oranguru, Torkoal. So my opponent has a little bit of a Trick Room package here as well. Followed by the Indeedee and Sylveon with a Rotom Wash and a Garchomp. Scary team, but they have a very slow team to the point where I'm considering not bringing Rabsca or just not using it. Or at least not using it for Trick Room. I definitely don't even want... I don't know if I even want to set Trick Room. I definitely want to bring Amoonguss to punish their Trick Room if that's what they want to do, but not as a lead. Because if I bring it as a lead, they're going to be like a little bit scared and they're not going to go for it. So here's what we'll do. I'm going to bring Annihilate. I'm considering Annihilate and King's Gambit. And then in the back, bring a T-Tar. And then it's between Skeledirge and Amoonguss. Skeledirge doesn't really help me for too many Pokemon on their side of the field, so I think I'm going Amoonguss here. Just so I can sleep things that don't want to get slept. And again, trying to punish my opponent for bringing Trick Room. And also, if their Sylveon's going to set up on me with Throat Spray, I can undo those stats as well. I can also hit it with a couple of Clear Smogs, be in a better position. I don't know who I'm going to terrestrialize here. I feel like my options are very open. Okay, Annihilate and King's Gambit are coming. This is my best case scenario, because this is my best chance to one-shot their monkey. So I think I am just going to go for the final Gambit here. I'm going to try to double target their monkey, though. I don't think a Kotao Cleave knocks them out, though. That's the issue. Especially if they're built very physically defensively. Yeah. Indeedee has to follow me this turn. I'm going to Annihilate to knock out the Indeedee, which I think is not too bad. I think that's not awful. So the Indeedee goes down. Very fast paced turn 1, baby. 2 KOs already. Kotao cleave now onto the... Oh, it's close. It's a close Tao cleave. And then the 1 HP live. Okay. I don't want to bring in T-Tar. Because they're going to bring in Torkoal. So I have to bring in a Mungus and then hard swap a T-Tar, which is a little bit unfortunate, but it's just the way it is. Yeah, there's a Torkoal. I have to Tera Water King's Gambit, then hard swap a T-Tar. Yeah, that's the only way. Okay, so I got a couple of steps here. So what I'm doing here is I'm going to swap in my T-Tar, change the weather, Terastalize, Tera Water the Torkoal, and eliminate the Torkoal. And then also give myself the water type so I don't take super effective damage from this eruption. This instruct eruption, by the way. So I think I brought the right fort to this matchup. That's a fact. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to start taking Sand Chip because I'm going to stop being a steel type. But listen, I'd rather take Sand Chip than die. Right? I'd rather get sand in my eyes than die. All right. Gonna have some nice water droplets on my face. You got this, King's Gambit. There's the eruption. We eat it up for breakfast. Doesn't get the sand boost. Here's a big Tera Blast. You can't hide behind the sand, the snow, sand, sun anymore. Great damage as well there. So the second instructed eruption is gonna do a lot less damage too. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Unlike my last couple of sentences. All right, we're in a great position. Right, we cannot complain about this position at all. The Torkoal has to rely on something else or maybe even a swap out here. I'm almost considering swapping out as well, but I don't have to. I'm just going to crunch onto the Torkoal. And I'm just going to go for a Kotao cleave on that spot as well, just in case they make a swap out here. But yeah, I just ruined their whole strategy in one swap. That's incredible, man. That's really good. Tera Water. That's why I feel like just defensive Teras are so strong. All right, they go for the Earth Power. Little do they know that's going to give me weakness policy. So I don't think I mind that too much. That is not that much damage for all those stats. Big Kotao cleave onto the Torkoal. Going to be enough to knock it out. Followed by the crunch onto the Oranguru. And then my opponent will only have one Mon left. Beautiful. Glorious. Thank you. Goodbye. Now, what is that final Pokemon? I think no matter what this final Pokemon is, it doesn't matter. I have way too much momentum and still 2 turns up the Trick Room. Like I said, I didn't need the Rabsca here. My opponent brought Trick Room. Let them. All right, it's Rotom. Yeah, if that's the case, we just Rock Slide. Why would we bank on a miss? Let's just go for the crunch. Let's go for double dark moves onto the Rotom. There's a Kotao cleave. Great damage. Is there a citrus? There is. Okay, but I think a +2 crunch, considering how much a Kotao cleave did, a +2 crunch should knock this out. Yeah. Oh, on top of that, a critical hit. 2 fast battles so far. This team is like, I didn't try to make it hyper aggressive, but it's a little hyper aggressive. Hey, more battles for today's video. GG's opponent. Doxbun. All right. I think Cybertron just featured a Doxbun team, at least at the time that I'm recording this. Don't quite know what it does, but I know Skeledirge probably won't be the Pokemon here with the Doxbun that likes to take fire moves and an Armarouge that has Flash Fire. But they're showing me that Meowscarada. Like, I really do want to consider bringing the Skeledirge, but that Meowscarada puts a lot of pressure on me. It's fine. It's fine. Let's go Rabsca, because I definitely need Trick Room here to make anything happen. Even though they do kind of have a Trick Room team themselves. Kind of an iffy toss-up on whether or not I should bring the Rabsca. Because Rabsca definitely doesn't want to go one-on-one against Armarouge. T-Tar does, though. T-Tar puts a lot of pressure on Armarouge. But leading with the weather might be a bad idea. I have to really consider my options. This is a very strange team that I actually have no idea what to do against. So, I might just settle for an Annihilate and a Mungus. Yeah, this might be not Amoonguss. I think I do want Annihilate and T-Tar in the lead. Bring the Rabsca in the back. With maybe a Tera Water King's Gambit to kind of round out the competition. I really have to save Tera Water for King's Gambit, or else King's Gambit will die immediately to this comp. So I think I have to do pretty much the same thing as last game, but in a different order. I'm not going to set Trick Room immediately. I'm going to bring the Rabsca just in case I want to revive somebody. And Rabsca is also very good into Meowscarada. Because of Bug. Okay, they went Darkspund and... Oh, is this like a Lava Plume thing? It must be. It must be. There's no priority moves here, right? It's like, what's stopping me from just doing this? Tera Rock. Oh, but I had to say... Oh, no. I almost did it. I almost clicked Tera Rock. I have to save Tera Water for King's Gambit. So yeah, I'm just going to Rock Slide and Final Gambit here, right? That's what I can do. Oh, goodbye, Darkspund. Sorry we didn't get to see what you do, but I ain't gonna sit here and find out. You lead with what you want to lead with. There's the Lava Plume. Okay. Well, I got some rocks. I think mine hurt a little bit more. They're very fast. I mean, it is worth considering that... Yeah, I kind of want to go into Rabsca, but at the same time, I don't want to take a Lava Plume, so I guess I'm going to King's Gambit instead. Then at least I could Sucker Punch this thing. But I have to remember that they have the Indeedee in the back as well. Might even be what they lead with here. Oh, it's a Meowscarada, okay. Yeah, Meowscarada is problematic, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna just... Because they might have Indeedee in the back, right? No, they have to have Torkoal in the back. Surely. So I'm considering just Sucker Punch right now. Alright, I will Sucker Punch there. I'm gonna Hard Swap into Rabsca to take the attack from the Meowscarada. Dang it! What do they have in the back? Who do they have? It's a Zoomeril, alright. Could be worse, not gonna lie. The Rabsca should be able to take whatever this Meowscarada wants to do. But the fact that I just Tera Watered doesn't help me out. Is in fact not a great thing. Could have actually saved this Tera Water. Yeah, it's my bad. I got really anxious when I saw the Armarouge. Flower Trick? Yeah, I eat this up. I could actually take another one of those. Crit me too, wow. I mean, obviously. It looks like they are... The Amoonguss is going to attack into the Rabsca. There's nothing I can really do about that. I'm in a bad spot, man. I'm not going to lie. I'm in a kind of an awful position. I might have to let King's Gambit go down. I'm just going to attack the Meowscarada with a Sucker Punch. And then see if I can get this Bug Buzz off of the Meowscarada. I need this Meowscarada dead to do anything in this game. Flower Trick should go into the... Yep. That will knock me out, unfortunately. But the thing is, even if I go into my Tyranitar, it knocks out my Tyranitar. And I don't know which one I need more. I think I need Tyranitar more here. Oh, Meowscarada is tearing me up. Like I said, I really should have held that Tera Water. Liquidation. I live at 2. Yes! I lived at 2. Rabsca. I'm gonna die to sand, though. But it's worth it, I think. Am I okay? I think I protect just for the sand chip onto the armor rouge. How many turns of sand do I have left? 2 sand turns. Yeah, I protect. I always protect. If the armor rouge whips out a trick room out of nowhere, that actually helps me. So I'd be totally down for that. If my opponent wants to help me a little bit more, I'm down. Go ahead, do that. Oh, they have Aqua. That's fine, because that... Oh, I think I'm okay. Because Aqua Jet won't knock me out. Armor Cannon also won't knock me out. Sand Chip. Chip a lot. Okay. Problem is, I don't knock out Azumarill either. 75 or 100. 75 or 100. 75 or 100. 90 accuracy or 100 accuracy. That's the real choice that I'm making. This would do a lot more damage because the 75 gets multiplied by 1.5. So it goes above 100. Yeah, I'm going for damage here. I have to go for Rock Slide. There's the Aqua Jet. Oh, that did so much more than I thought. Never mind, I lose. I lost. Yeah, that did way more than I thought. I thought I was honestly going to eat that. I didn't eat that at all. If I somehow live the armor cannon because of the sand, then I'll be in a great spot. Oh my goodness. Double KO. I need a double KO here. Come on, T-Tar. Something missed. Of course it was the Azumarill. I should have EQ'd. GG's, man. That's a feels bad if I've ever seen one. We were this close. I think EQ'd would it have KO'd? Would it have been enough damage to KO? I'm not entirely convinced EQ would have been enough damage to KO the Azumarill. I am convinced that maybe Rock Slide would have. But I'm not entirely sure. That was a good game regardless. Murkrow and friends. Okay. Golden Go, Guard Chomp, Rotom Wash, etc. And a Dragonite. Hey, Dragonite. Nothing here wants to take a Final Gambit. So I think I'm going to go for Final Gambit Rabsca. Right away. Also, nothing here wants to be in Trick Room. So we are going to set Trick Room. I'm bringing the Skeledirge for the Golden Go. And I think we're going to need a way of dealing with Garchomp. I don't exactly know which way that is. But I do know that King's Gambit will do a lot of damage, or a lot of dark damage. But part of me is screaming, bring T-Tar, and I don't know why. No, I'm not bringing T-Tar. I'm going King's Gambit. I think I'm going to put a lot of faith in King's Gambit here, just because I also get priority, just in case I am not able to get the Trick Room up. I could still maybe make something happen with the Sucker Punch. But we'll see. Oh, it's going to be a shiny Dragonite. It's a sleepy little friend. Nice. All right, Green Eyes. Murkrow and Golden Go. This is fine, I think. Final Gambit Murkrow. They could try to go for the Shadow Ball on my Rabsca. Part of me wants to Terrasilize Rabsca just so I can get the Trick Room up. And I think that's my best option. If I don't get this Trick Room up, I lose. So I have to get Trick Room up at all costs. And thankfully, Rabsca is very good as a Water Tera. Pretty much cover the majority of my weaknesses by adding a bunch of resistances by doing this. Tailwind. I want a Trick Room. But hey, fine. Goodbye. I'm okay with this. I am A-okay with this. Goodbye, Murkrow. Make it rain now. I resist this, and it still does half my health. But hey, like I said, if Trick Room goes up, we're fine. We don't complain if Trick Room goes up. Bring in the Skeledirge on its way in. I love Skeledirge's cry. It's like, Dragonite. I'm not scared of Dragonite. I'm going to Torch Song Gold and go. I'm just going to go for the Revival Blessing so that I can stick it on to the Annihilate. Because I think that Rabsca's kind of filled its purpose for the team. But I also think that a late game Annihilate with Choice Scarf could be nice with some decent close combats. They're actually going to swap out here, go into the Garchomp. Listen, as long as I get my boosts, I don't really care. I'm getting a free +2, which is all I care about right now. They might just go for the E-Speed on me. Obviously, if they're terrestrializing. But if they're E-Speeding, that means they're not attacking Skeledirge, so not too concerned about that. The Pokemon I have left all resist E-Speed. Alright, E-Speed will knock out my Rabsca, fine. I don't get my Annihilate back, but I do get my King's Gambit on the field. So I really have to make sure that this game ends in a couple turns. Wish me luck. Alright, Torch Song. No damage at all, but hey. Sometimes you gotta do no damage to do some damage. I got the boost. Let's bring in King's Gambit now. I don't need to suck or anything. I just need to attack. I think I have to Shadow Ball the I think Garchomp needs to go away first. Because like I said, Dragonite doesn't pose that much of a threat. But if they wanted to get smart and protect Garchomp, knowing that I have to attack it, I could be in trouble. We'll see how they play this, though. Okay, no, they don't protect, which is really good news. They go for the E-Speed instead. It has to be on King's Gambit, but I'm going to eat that for breakfast. So this double up into Garchomp should do a lot of damage, if not knock it out. Yeah, easily knock this out. I'm going to take some more Rough Skin. No big deal. I'm actually hoping that they are choiced onto this. That would be amazing if we found out that they're choiced onto this. And then we also have to assume, we don't have to assume, but we can assume that their Golden Go doesn't have Protect and is probably choiced in some fashion. Because they just hard swap right away. So I guess I just go for a Torch Song here on Golden Go. There's no way Golden Go lives this. So I think I can actually rotate targets to this Dragonite. What's my highest damage? Kotao Cleave. It is. Rotate targets this way. Yeah, no Protect from the Golden Go. Even better. Gonna have to take another E-Speed. They have to be locked. Great damage onto D-Knight. And big Torch Song now. Goodbye, Golden Go. Ain't no way you're living this. Skeledirge making things happen. +3 now. Can't get any stronger. And if they are choice locked, it is impossible for them to win. Because they can't hit my Skeledirge. So let's just go for the Torch Song over there. Let's go for the Kotao Cleave over here. They just keep on E-Speeding. Okay, fine. Not even gonna knock out the King's Gambit. King's Gambit will get one more hit in with the Kotao Cleave. Should be enough to knock out the Dragonite. And we're taking another dub. Not bad. 3 wins and 1 loss in today's episode. And the one loss that we did have was this close. Ridiculously close. And honestly came down to a miss. Came down to a greedy little Kevin. Came down to T-Tar not clicking the right move. Hey, it happens. Anyway, let's go ahead and get you guys that rental. And here you have the rental team for the Rabsca. I'm honestly very impressed with Rabsca today. I think Rabsca did decently enough. It did a lot better than I anticipated. Like, am I gonna sit here and pretend like Rabsca is the best Trick Room setter in the game? Absolutely not. It's not. It's niche. It's very situational. Does have access to Revival Blessing, which didn't have any game-changing capabilities today, but we got to use it a couple times. You know, we got to use it once or twice. So it was there. And it's always nice having that assurance that, hey, you're gonna KO your own Pokemon, that being Annihilate, but you can at least bring it back to be useful. Your King's Gambit gets burned. You can at least bring it back to not have the burn and then get like a second run with it. It is a little bit of a gimmick, but when it works, it works. If anything, I was super impressed with Skeledirge today. I think I'm going to have to start sticking Skeledirge on more of my teams and give it the respect that it deserves, because that Pokemon did amazing in today's video, especially with the throat spray, man. I don't know. I think throat spray plus torch song is just so cheese, and it's so good when you get it to work. Regardless, if you guys enjoyed today's video, hit the like button down below and subscribe to Pokesports if you haven't done so already, as we're getting closer and closer to 20,000 subscribers. Anyway, I'm Kevin Pokesports. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great night, and peace out. Bye-bye.